Davis from Painéis, and we're here at InfoComm 2013, and I'm here with Doug Trail from NVIDIA. Thank you so much for spending time with me today.
No, it's great to be here. Thank you for having us.
We have collaborated together for quite some time on a variety of new innovations in the display space. You from a graphics card and processing perspective, and us from a display perspective. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about NVIDIA for those who might not be as familiar with your product offering.
So a lot of people are familiar with NVIDIA from our gaming perspective. So we're very well known for doing 3D games. But a lot of people aren't aware that we do a lot in the professional market as well. So we support a lot of the car companies, design, flight simulation markets, oil and gas markets with our professional cards. And particularly with Painéis in doing 3D displays and ultra high resolution displays.
Absolutely, which is actually one of the things I wanted to talk about today. We've been very excited about 4K development. We have a variety of products that utilize ultra high definition content, but driving that content with pixel perfect clarity is absolutely critical. And so we rely very heavily on your technology to make that happen. And you've been doing this for a long time. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about some of the early adopters of 4K. Who was using ultra high definition before it became so popular recently, and maybe that gives us some indications of where the industry might be heading.
Sure. So 4K is not new. It's always been around, but it's been very much in the high-end projection space. So people have used it. We find it a lot in design studios, automotive design. We find it some in oil and gas as well. But it's really, people create a dedicated room for it. Okay. So it's more of a specialist facility within a corporation that's using 4K. So what's really changing with the likes of the Painéis displays is really bringing that technology down to so everyone can have access to it. So we're already talking with NVIDIA in the oil and gas market. They want 4K at their desktops because they really need to see the detail. Similarly, in the design studios, in the likes of the large automotive companies in Detroit, they use 4K a lot, but again, they want that in the design studio, which traditionally hasn't been possible with projectors. And now you're enabling that by using flat panel displays, because it uses less space and they can get up there and it works in a very bright environment. So in NVIDIA, we track these trends. So we are actually, our latest generation of cards, our Kepler range of cards, they were really designed with 4K in mind. Some of the biggest innovations on that card is being able to display more pixels. It's scaling up of the resolution on that card. And we've actually worked a lot with Painéis in making sure that our cards and our K5000 card is compatible with your new line of products.
Absolutely, and we're thankful for that. Actually, all over our booth here at InfoComm are a lot of 4K displays that are powered by NVIDIA cards. So we appreciate that collaboration for sure. So what does the future hold? What do you see as this ultra high definition, as people get exposed to it, see what's possible? Where do you see it going next? Where do you see the next areas of adoption?
So it goes into new markets. So as the cost drops and it becomes more accessible, we've seen this with other technology, it gets a wider adoption into new markets. And NVIDIA, we're a consumer of this ourselves. So NVIDIA, we're actually in the process of designing our new campus. And we're working with an architectural firm, and one of the first steps on that project was to adopt a 4K in our CEO's office to be able to review the designs. So we're kind of an early adopter ourselves of where this is going. So we see it now in architectural review. People are looking to have higher definition. We even see it in just general corporate boardrooms where people are wanting a large display canvas with lots of pixels where they can put up spreadsheets, 3D designs, 2D information, because not everyone's working in 3D all the time. They have to have that mix. So we're seeing a lot of interest in just large corporate boardrooms. And then the education market as well. Personally, I've been involved in a project recently and they are looking at an array of 4K panels to be able to display map data. So they're looking at high resolution maps and scanning all of these old maps and having them on display. And again, that's been enabled by panels like the planar technology and the NVIDIA graphics cards.
Absolutely, and things like maps and spreadsheets, if you put them up on a large display, the whole purpose of doing that is to be able to read them, and that's something that really 4K has enabled. Well, Doug, thank you so much for spending time with me here today and talking about the trends in 4K. We're very excited about where this collaboration is heading and what the trends in the marketplace are really all about.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much for visiting us at InfoComm 2013.